Hello, my name's Gary Smelt. I work for an organisation called HomeCareDirect, and I've worked in health and social care for over 25 years. I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about my experience of support planning. I presently work in personalisation and work with people who have support plans prepared and done by themselves. I also am a trained support planner, so I do think I have a bit of experience. One of the things that I do want to say about support planning is that it's very important for people to realise that it's about you. It's centred around what you want as the individual. That means it's about your choices, it's about your control, and it's about your life. Nothing is unsuitable as long as it meets the needs for you, that's going to have a quality of life and meet your care needs. Please remember that. Always, it's about what meets your care needs. So if for you, doing something that some people might think is outside the box is irrelevant, it could well be that it's relevant to meet your needs. I'd like to talk to you about one experience that we had with somebody that I know who had a support plan done after a care needs assessment, and this lady's support plan was basically the sort of things that she wanted in the support plan which she wasn't getting before were quite simple. Prior to a support plan, she used to attend a day centre once or twice a week. She was to get collected from home because she'd got quite a few complex problems. She lived on her own, and her mobility was pretty poor, which was also progressively getting worse as well. But she was attended a day centre twice a week. Prior to that, she'd been a very active member of the local community, been a Tenants and Residents Association chairperson, was involved in local politics throughout her life with her husband. So this was a very active lady who, for mobility and health reasons, had a lot of those choices taken away from her. So attending the day centre twice a week when she had a care needs assessment made it quite clear that she hated it. She didn't like going there, it didn't achieve anything. She also said that one of the things that made her feel depressed was that when she got up every morning to look into a garden and see how poorly maintained it was, it made her cry. Not a really good way to start your day, I suppose. She also went on to say that her and her husband had been very keen gardeners all their life, and to get up and see a well-maintained garden really did make a difference to her life. What transpired was that when it came to doing a support plan, this lady, in a support plan, it was identified that the gardens were important to her. It was also discussed, and a lot of conversations took place about what she'd like to be done with the gardens if she could. And she also talked about not attending the day centre but doing different things. And what she wanted to do was to go along to local community meetings such as local council meetings, housing meetings, and attend those kind of meetings and make a contribution to those. What transpired was that when this lady's support plan was completed, part of the plan recognised the maintenance of the garden, so that was put into a plan that she could actually was looked at identifying sort of how that could be done, how could she get a well-maintained garden that she liked, and have some contribution to how she wanted it to look, because people could see that it would make a difference to her quality of life. Also, it was looked at suitable transportation to get her to and from the meetings or the events that she'd like to go to. She did have great difficulty getting in vehicles beforehand, so a more suitable type and particular type of vehicle would be needed. This was done. This was also put into a support plan along with costings and time, etc. And basically what happened from that was that she was given the choices and given the option there to attend local meetings 3 times a week, local councils, elected meetings, housing meetings, community event meetings that she wanted to attend. The right kind of transport would come and fetch her back. On some occasions previously, the transport that picked her up, it was so difficult for her to get in and out of the vehicle that she just used to say, I'm not going to bother going. And in relation to a garden, well, she has garden maintenance every week as part of her support package, identified in her support plan, and she now has a garden the way she wants. She's helped to landscape that garden with a gardener, and obviously that has made a contribution as well as other things in her life. It's providing domestic and personal help for her to have a quality of life.